should start talking shit.
Oh, awesome. Donna. Yeah, Donna.
I don't talk shit ever.
You are full of it.
Ever. Never.
The only reason your eyes are blue is because you're a quart low right now.
I am only because I had a blue shirt, so I had to match with it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Sorry, whenever someone's going to be talking, I'm just going to flash every once in a while.
Okay, you do that. So, hello, and welcome to Horror Movies and Shit. I'm your host, Jim. Mark is on a cruise somewhere in the middle of the ocean. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. But I have some special guests with me today. Some of my favorite queer horror authors. We have Matt Forget. Brandon, I always screw up your hyphenated last name, so please pronounce it properly.
Yeah, it's Paris Sanchez, like Paris, like the city.
Okay, Paris Sanchez and our buddy Freak. How are you gentlemen doing today?
Good.
Terrific. Yeah. Thanks for having me. And
Since we appear to be stacked, Matt, we'll start with you. Tell everybody where they can follow you.
Matt Forget on Instagram and on Facebook. And I have nothing else. I am not a social media guy, so I don't have a website. Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. What about you, Brandon?
My initial bpshorror.com. Having my books and stuff on there. This is an entry for all my social medias. I'm on all of them.
Okay. And Freak?
I'm everywhere. Cartel.com. I just made another thing. I'm Books by Freak on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the horrible, terrible things that I should not be on. But
I mean,
I'm all over. Can't miss me.
You have to have a vice somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So, what's that?
Where'd Matt go?
Sorry, I don't know. I knocked my phone. Hang on one second.
Donna said, "Phew! Now I know how to pronounce Matt's last name."
Nobody gets it right anyway, so I don't.
I think you should. I think you should capitalize it and say, "How can you forget Matt Forget story?"
Yeah.
You know, like you gotta capitalize on it.
That's really cute, Freak K.
Or prick, or whichever depends really on your mood.
So
we all the jokes about my last name. I've heard it my whole life.
Really, I have a very easy last name that I would think, but it gets screwed up so bad. Brendan, I can't imagine what you go through.
Oh, it's yeah. So like Paris, the P-E-R-R-A-S. People assume it's Spanish, but my stepdad's last name is Canadian. So they, the ancestors came over here. They phonetically spelled the city of Paris as P-E-R-R-A-S and pronounced it as Paris. But
I thought it was the Pokemon the whole time. So I mean that's what I think of.
What Pokemon?
There's a Pokemon. His name is Paris, and then when he evolved into Parasect, which is like, he's not a great Pokemon, but I mean, I wish my last name was Pokemon. And for those who don't know, I mean, I'm Freak, but my last name is Solace. And growing up, people called me JJ Salad, which I think in my bio, I really do. Even when I was little, I was like, I'm brown. Call me Salsa. That makes actually more sense. I got that they couldn't do better than that. But they kept on calling me JJ Salad. And it's like, well, that's public school for you, I guess.
I mean, I think your bar might be set a little bit high for the taunting you were expecting.
Yeah, that's true. I deserve better. That's basically it.
I deserve a better class of bully.
Exactly.
So I wanted to bring you guys on because we all know that June 1st starts Gay Pride Month. And if anybody's listened to the podcast before, you know how important representation is to me in horror in general. And I don't want like stereotypical representation. I want authentic representation, just where queerness may just be a part of the character. It's not the entire character's identity. And I can honestly say that with the books that I've read from you three, that I get that, and that's why I appreciate your work so much. So let's start with that. Matt, what is important to you about queer representation in horror?
It's a great question because I think that kind of like you're saying, like, I completely respect how people live their lives and everything. I do think there's times when the gay character is just simply there to be a caricature. And I think when you're a gay author writing about gay characters, I think there's more of an authenticity. And I do think my last book, the lead character is a gay person, but it wasn't his complete identity. It just I kind of wanted to present it as this very normal, regular, everyday thing that nobody's questioning and nobody's having a fit about. It's just who he is, and
right.
And I think that's important too, to me, to show the normalcy of, most gay people are just like everybody else. We pay taxes, we got to go to work, and I think there's this idea we have now, especially with the world so filled with hate as it is, this weird narrative they have about gay people doing this and this, we're so evil, and it's like, but no, I just, I pay taxes and I go to work. That's what I do,
Right. That's absolutely fair. What about you, Brandon?
I just, I like to write what I know, I guess. I just feel like, being gay is just your sexual orientation. There's really nothing more to it. People try to act like there's some weird agenda or, thing we have going on behind the scenes. But like Matt just said, we're all living paycheck to paycheck and watching shitty streaming services and just trying to get through life like everybody else. Like, that's all it is. So,
I agree.
Is that my microphone that's doing that?
I think so. What about you, Freak? I mean, your characters are generally pretty extra, but you do a really good job of giving them humanity.
See what you did there. So like one of the main things that when I'm making a character, like I wouldn't even call my characters queer characters. They're just humans that are basically living life, usually probably running from a killer of some type. But it's like, they got a lot of things to deal with other than, politics or, mouth breathers that live in their town or things like that. But that's basically, I kind of want to mirror what everyone else said. Like, queer people are basically the same. It's just, statistically, we make more money and we're smarter. But other than, I'm just saying that numbers don't lie. But I mean, we don't want to go there because wait, it's June. Yes, we can. You mad? Like that.
I don't know about you guys because I don't know how old you are, but growing up when I was a kid in the 80s, you saw almost zero queer representation on screen. In the 90s, it got a little bit better, but it was sort of relegated to the gay best friend. And then in recent times, going back about 8 years, it started to become normal, right? So they were just normal characters who just have, and I really was excited about that. And then 8 years happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think it's extremely important for us to talk about it, because June 1st or June is not just Gay Pride Month. We should be celebrating all year and just living our life and being who we are without having to live in fear. At least that's my opinion. But anyway, enough about me being on my high horse. Let's talk about some fun stuff. So tell me, Freak, you have the latest book release, right? With Scissor Me Timbers?
Mm-hmm.
How's that going?
It is a great big lesbian mess, and I love it.
It's about lesbian nuns, right?
Yep. And that's, because my claim to fame was my drag queens, and then like I think I told you last time, because I was in the middle of writing it, that I was like, what's the exact opposite of killer drag queens? I think lesbian nuns. So
I'm still mad at you about Extra. I'm not gonna lie.
I have already told you that our beloved Extra will. I'm not done with her yet.
Good.
So
I'm glad to hear it.
we will be, and honestly, you're gonna get a lot more Extra in. Yeah, just in case the PR rep is watching, I'm not allowed to say, but I'm not done just completely eviscerating her. So, but my lesbians are doing great. I still am getting people kind of saying like my first erotic horror was lesbians, which, I really shouldn't be able to kind of do the sex scenes and all that, but lots of research, lots of browser clearing. But I think I did a damn good job. And, you know, like I even had a couple people say that just my representation of like butch lesbians, like my main character is Paul. Wow, I should know my own character's name. Paulina Bunyan, which, you know, lumberjack Paulina Bunyan. But yeah, she's butch, and Mother Superior kind of has her moments too. So just, you know, I'm trying to spread it all out. And even what I'm working on now is just I'm gonna squeeze in as much as I can. Like Lumia Before Grease season 2 is starting, and one of our main characters is going to be a trans character that is just so that will be Long Dong Silver, who we'll just call LDS, and we'll just I mean, it's supposed to be completely absurd and dumb, but I mean, there's representation.
Sure.
What they do with their peg leg is completely up to whatever my horrible imagination comes up with at the time. But yep, I'm packing them in still. That's the plan.
And Brandon, I think the last book I remember seeing a release for you is Recessive Nature, right?
Mm-hmm. So my third book, To Break a Pale Yoke, is pretty much done. It's just going through a final round of edits, and I have illustrations in this one too. It's just waiting for the illustrator to finish, but it should be hopefully out in July.
Mm.
Did these headphones help? Does it sound better?
Much better.
All right, perfect.
Nice. So you want to give us a little hint into the book? A little peek?
Sure. So the book takes place in the early 90s, and it's a religious horror. It's kind of a play on the human vessels from Calvinism, but I kind of added my own little spin on it with some Catholicism as well. It's about a girl in high school that's just kind of awkward and pale, not really developing, and very religious, comes from a religious family. Her and her best friend go through like a horrible accident, and then she starts encountering some weird shit. That's all I'll say. It's a lot of weird little demons and creatures and craziness, and takes place during Easter too, so a nice little Easter horror.
Sounds good to me.
I think I fixed that weird feedback. Yay! Fingers crossed. Anyway, so Matt, what about you? What's your newest book?
I have something that's coming out in September, and all I can say about it is definitely a horror book. But if you've read my other stuff, you'll know that I like to have a lot of humorous moments, and I tend to write about just regular people. So, but that's all I'll say. I usually keep my books close to my chest before they come out.
Oh, fair enough.
That must be nice.
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
Yeah, Poor Freak doesn't have that filter.
Yeah.
I mean, legit, the minute I'm done with the chapter, I'm already sending it to like 10 people. So
Yes.
And, that's what I do. But I
That's
just want to warn everybody that Matt, forget. Now you messed me up because I knew what it was. Now I forgot. I want to warn everybody that Matt seems very calm, nice, pleasant. His stories start off that way, but he is probably the biggest monster in the chat right now. I just finished How to Make a Professional Mourner, and it still sits with me because he really does. He makes you really, really feel for all these characters and weaves a great story, and you're invested. And then he just says, kill them all. Not all of them, but kill all the ones that like you're like, oh, like I want to hear more, and then just nope, did. So just a warning ahead of time. Just he looks pleasant and innocent, but he's not.
So I just want to warn you, Freak, that we have somebody watching that is a huge Matt fan, and I'm pretty sure she can take you.
Wait,
Karen is watching, and she loves him.
Oh, I love Karen. Yeah, we all love Karen.
We do.
Karen is the only Karen that everyone loves.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I want to talk a little bit about an event that all four of us, including Karen, will be at, and that's Killer Pride up in Williamsburg, Virginia. How did you guys get involved with that?
Just being gay.
I mean, I did say like this is like the one event where I'm like, oh, like I was born for this. Like I'm in. Like the prerequisite's already done.
Yeah, the
Um,
Rolodex of the gays. We all talk to each other.
That's
I
right.
don't want to complain about it, but I am a little bummed out they're not doing the gross out contest for this one.
I don't know what that means. This is my first year.
Oh, so the Scares That Care, they usually do like a gross out contest where Freak did the last one. It was my favorite one in the whole thing. But you go up there and you have a few minutes to like try to gross out the audience, and they kind of go by an audience vote of who did the best, and they have some judges, and the judges choose at the end. But I think this is like a separate event than Scares That Cares, kind of. But it's just to be pretty fun. Scares That Cares is always a blast. So I just kind of wish they're doing the gross out contest.
Yeah, because he had a priest outfit and everything. Like I was sitting next to him, I was waiting for him to go up. But it basically is like who you get voted if you get to go on or not, and just a lot of people got thumbs up that probably shouldn't have. But I mean, then we could have heard it. But instead, I got to go up there and do my first ever gross out, and I got to talk in my Jersey accent.
It was great.
That was fun.
It was you killed it. It was so funny.
I want to do it again, but yeah, I think they said just because Killer Pride is not just authors, like it's different,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't be as much. But like, I think pretty sure they're gonna the next AuthorCon. I have to prepare for that. And I was just talking with MJ Mars, and I was making fun of her British accent because I think accents are hilarious because I don't have one, so I'm really jealous. And she basically told me that I have to do a British accent for my next one, so I'll start practicing my innits. And
You're not going to practice. You're going to do it 5 minutes before you go up on stage.
yeah, that's basically how.
I think it'll be fun. The organizer Joe and his that whole crew from Scares That Care are great. So I think it'll be fun. I think it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah,
Good variety of people there.
I agree. I met Joe at Mad Monster Party up in Atlanta when I went to go
Nice.
with my buddy Ryan, and I discovered he doesn't like tacos, so I'm making him a special T-shirt. I cannot wait.
Perfect.
I just love trolling him like that. That poor.
It's a llama with a taco body. I cannot wait. Do you guys know they call him Llama Daddy, right?
No.
Yeah.
Does he have llamas?
Llama.
Does he have llamas?
No, they think he looks like one.
Yeah. I mean,
he even posts pictures. It's hysterical. And he's so much fun. Like, I absolutely fell in love with him and the charity. I think what they do is amazing. So I'm all out to support it. Plus, I've never been to Williamsburg.
Yeah. That was my first time going out there, and I drove there, and that was an ordeal. And
I am not driving there from Florida.
I'm trying not to, but
What are you trying?
because
It's do or do not. There is no try.
No, because like again, a normal author's like, look, I'll just pack a couple books. You could ship them there, and you're good to go. Jump in a plane. My extra ass has to have candles and fans and totes and what else is coming, and like, let's just pack up glass. Like that's a great idea. Like amazing. Good job, Freak.
Yeah, good
So,
job. Good job. So, do you guys have anything special in store for Killer Pride?
I think Matt and I are both gonna have a new book by then.
What's
I
that?
can't wait.
I think both myself and Matt will have our new book by then too.
Yeah,
Just
we
keep
will.
going.
We'll both have our new books out by then, hopefully. And I mean, it's my first. I haven't done any of these events, big events yet. So this is my first big event, and I'm super excited that JJ and Brandon are going to be there because the three of us are kind of like, I like to think of us as Charlie's Angels, kind of. So, So
Who gets to be Farrah?
well, I was
Before my
referring to
time,
Drew,
so I
Cameron, and
don't know.
Lucy, but I love Farrah too. Yeah.
That was way before my time, so I don't really know what to. As long as I'm the pretty one, that's fine with me. I don't even have to be smart, but
I'd have to be Charlie.
Okay.
Just my voice in a box.
Well, now that I hear that they both have books out, like no pressure, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna try. I won't say for sure, but I am co-writing something with somebody. So they're
Nice.
watching.
I actually might have a book with me too, believe it or
That's
not.
awesome.
So it's not my book. I am just putting together an anthology for charity.
Is
That's
it?
awesome.
Is it
How-
the? Is it the one?
Yeah, it's. I already announced you in there. Freak.
Okay, I just want to be sure. I mean,
So
does,
I put together a Bizarro and Splatterpunk anthology with some of my favorite authors, and all of the proceeds are going to go to the Point Foundation, which offers college scholarships to LGBTQ individuals.
That's
That's
awesome.
I'm excited. I should at least. It should be out by then if it's put together. But I will probably be bringing some copies with me to Killer Pride.
that would be great.
That's awesome.
And since I'm in it, I can just say like, "Hey, put them at the table," and then
Yeah.
that'll. I mean, that could. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm very good at selling myself and my body and my mind.
I've heard that about you.
I can do that. But while we're I mean, if I could just deal with a little bit of validation, like, what did you think of my story, Jim? Just curious.
What did I think? Your story is exactly what I expected from you. It's over the top. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's gory.
Yep.
Exactly what I
Yeah,
expected.
you have a brand.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm extremely humbled that you chose a name that I suggested.
You know, that is, yeah. I mean, because honestly, I come up with so many terrible names, like Beckel and Tiffany, and Brent Christopher and all that. So I do get a little burnt out. So that was a great one, and
I don't even remember what it was, but I remember after we had the conversation, it became one of the
it
characters.
was like, oh damn, I should know these too, but I have too many characters. It was like Epiphany or something like that. It was one of those. It was one of those real bad, the new names that are coming out. The Hunter, Colton, Brent.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, but the story is called "Oh No, I Got Exploded Baby All Over My Favorite Sweater," which, I mean, I'm biased. I think that's the best title for a story I've ever heard. But
It runs a close second to the Carlton Mellick book. Every time we meet at the Dairy Queen, your whole fucking face explodes.
yeah, I mean, I was kind of going for like that, and then actually the story came about. I was making a joke on one of my Judas Sonnet reviews, and I'm like, if there's a book called "Oh No, I Got Exploded Baby Over My Favorite Sweater," or I think the other one was "Harpoon Through the Taint," and everyone was like, "You need to write that book," and I'm like, "Yeah, what am I? Wait a minute." Next thing I know, I'm killing 5 babies.
Yeah.
But I'm also in a very funny. It's probably one of my funniest where you're laughing at 5 babies dying, but
Yep.
for a reason. And
I was. There's some really great stories in that anthology, so I'm excited.
Awesome.
I read
Okay.
Sarah's too, and
What's that?
I read Sarah's. so
I like
far.
that. That was good.
And I think I don't know. I got to get on it, but my TBR has been so behind.
So there is one story that one person wrote that has not been shared yet that features this podcast.
Oh wow.
So it's pretty amazing. I'm very excited for that.
Suck up. Sorry.
No, it was actually a recommendation from when he appeared on this podcast,
Okay.
and he finally followed through on it. It's great.
I do have
I
to
don't
kill the book.
I don't want to ruin it.
I didn't.
What's
I
that?
didn't forget. I have to kill you in the story still. I didn't forget.
Oh, that's okay.
And Mark too, but he never wants to show up for work.
You know what? I honestly can say there's probably only 2 or 3 authors that I've had on here that have not murdered me in a story. I'm very honored because it's fun. I read the first one was James Cain in Black Friday, and I read this scene to my mother. She's like, "I don't like how he treated you." I'm like, "That's the point." It's great. I love it. But anyway, so let's talk about some of your favorite movies in general, right? What are some of your favorite horror movies? Do not say Suspiria, freak.
I don't. New York Ripper, then obviously.
Oh God, I'm gonna puke.
I will just say.
Let's start with anybody but Freak. Brandon, what do you got?
I'm a huge Clive Barker fan, and I love the original Hellraiser.
Yep.
The first 2 a lot. Those are my 2 favorite. Yeah, it's a tricky. Yeah, I'd say those 2. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre holds a special place in my heart too. I love micro budget films. And I think like how they stretched that budget and tortured all those actors to make such a stinky, gross, nasty fucking movie, which barely has any gore in it. It's just such a feat. It's such a brilliant movie. Yeah, I guess Hellraiser is probably my fave.
Well, you're involved in 2 movies too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking
Hollow
of
Lake
movies like
and Queen of the Rats.
oh yeah, we're currently doing that one right now too. St. Drogo might actually be at Killer Pride too. They're doing like a little film festival thing.
Oh, nice.
We had it up on Vimeo, but like all these streaming services like up their prices to these ridiculous heights. So we don't have like we're trying to get our film to them without having to pay like $300 to upload it to the internet. So that might be there. But yeah, we're in the middle of filming Queen of the Rats. It's a it's I guess it's like a dark horror comedy. It's nice and gory. Lots of monsters in it. It's about the mafia, a noise rock band, and a giant like Lovecraftian cosmic horror. It's about kind of about Providence as a whole. Providence in 2006 with the old warehouse, all the artists living in all the warehouses and the mafia kind of laundering money through all of them, and it'll be fun. Our friend Kristen that works for Guar built the creature in it. It's awesome. And then Joe Castro and Kristen will be doing the special effects for it too. So it'd be nice, like a hyper-colored, gory, crazy movie. I don't even know how to explain it.
I hit the wrong button. Sorry. It just rearranged us. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm not top and bottom jokes.
Yeah, exactly. Insert top and bottom jokes.
So anyway, that's awesome. I cannot wait. I've
thank you.
seen the trailer for Hollow Lake, and so I'm excited about that one.
Hollow Lake was a blast. That was really fun.
Yeah. How did you get involved in filmmaking?
Well, so I moved to Providence with a band I was playing in, and then started another band. Both bands kind of disbanded. So I always wanted to play with like filmmaking. So I found some friends that were kind of on the same page. So my buddy Chris, we were talking about the Grindr hookup app and how it's kind of meant for serial killers, and how horny men will just like ignore any red flags to go meet up in the most like horrifying places. So this idea, I mean, not most, people have had this idea before, but we brought it to our friend Mike, and he's a screenwriter and a writer. He's like, let's make a movie. So we thought we'd just make some little like YouTube classic, just like nights and weekends, just film this stupid shit. We wrote this screenplay, and then Shudder got a hold of it, and it got legs. So that was Death Drop Gorgeous. So after that did better than we thought it would, we just kind of kept going. So we made Saint Drogo, which should be out on Blu-ray soonish, hopefully streaming by like end of summer. And then with that momentum, we just kept going forward, and now we're doing this Queen of the Rats movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome.
Death Drop Gorgeous was the reason why I became friends with Brandon, because I literally was like, okay, look, I legit wrote a drag queen book, and I did my research. Like I tried to look and make sure there wasn't any of the books like it, and then I found this movie as I'm getting like the editing done, and I'm like, he's gonna think that I stole his story, and like, oh my god. So I was like, I watched it and I was like, okay, there's drag queens in it, but it's very different. So I was very relieved, but it was just one of those like, just in case, I don't want you to think that like I stole basically your story, but that's basically.
So I'm curious, how did that conversation go? Hey, my name's Freak. I'm writing a book about drag queens that die, and I copied your movie beat for beat. I mean, how do you approach that situation?
I mean, that's kind of what I did. I don't have much of a filter, and it's like I mean, like there's so many friends that I've made just because I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna DM you. I'm like, I don't care who you are. Like, I'm bored at work, so like, hey, what's up? I'm killing dragons. But
it just shows your integrity, and like we became like pretty tight from it too, and like you're just a good dude. But yeah, like I need to. I'm like halfway through Gig of the Damn. I got to finish it. I'm like, my TBR list is huge, but it's a blast, and you've been so supportive of so many people, including myself too. So I'm glad that our weird little movie brought us together, and your book brought us together.
And yeah, because then I was waiting for White Bishop to come out, so I was like, okay, well then double duty. Like I need to read. I read that one, and then you were doing Recessive Nature. So then I forgot. I think me and Matt became friends because of the Christmas Story too. Because I'm like, it's a slasher. It's Christmas. I hate Christmas. I just did my first Christmas Story, and I cranked it out. I'm glad I did it, but it was just I don't know how Matt.
The story for the new thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, the book.
I just finished
my first book.
Yeah, his but for the Antho that I didn't know that I was in, but I did know I was in, but yeah. It
That's
shows
a
how
lot
much-
of did but didn't.
Yeah, I get it. I got it done. That's all that matters.
Okay, that's fair. So, did the three of you guys really always want to be writers, or is that just a love that grew out of your joy in reading?
I always wanted to be a writer. I just don't think I think when I was young and didn't have, you're told, oh, that doesn't make money. You don't have that support team at all. You got to work. You got to survive if you're not rich. And I wasn't rich. So,
Hold on. You said wasn't. You said wasn't. Did you change that now?
I wish I was rich. If only.
Got it.
If only. But
Killing all
yeah,
his characters and getting rich off of it.
yeah. I think that I think it was with time and with confidence and being around people who are like, why don't you do this? What's the worst that's going to happen?
I don't know. I don't know if I could handle rejection personally, but I applaud you guys for putting your art out there. It's amazing to me.
But you know what? And this, like, it's I might sound like, egotistical, but like literally, you write because you want to write. Like, if you're writing to appease a certain audience, then it feels disingenuous. Like, I think, like, especially like being, and this applies to everybody, but like, some people just feel like outsiders and their escapism is writing. And it's a release. I personally love writing. I find it relaxing and peaceful. It's just like it feels good. If people hate my shit, I really don't care, honestly. Like, at the end of the day, I love writing. I put books out. That's it. Like, if people love it, that's awesome. It makes me happy. If I'm inspiring other people, especially queer people, to write, that makes me happy. But if people hate my book, I just don't care. Or my movies, I don't give a shit. It gets weird sometimes. You read some like shitty reviews, but like, for every one shitty review, there's like usually some handful of good ones to kind of counteract it. But you just got to like go into it and just not really care, because there's haters. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So people that hate your stuff, there's a huge audience of people that love your stuff. So
Yeah.
Karen mentioned one of my other favorite movies, Freak. You want to take a guess?
I don't remember the other one you hated, so no.
Anybody want to guess?
Halloween Kills,
Oh
No. Well, yeah, we all hated that, but this is a classic that I think is garbage.
Night of the Living Dead.
Long
No.
Legs. Long Legs.
That is not a classic. Matt, you got a guess?
I hope it's not A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh God, no! That's one of my favorite movies ever.
Me too. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies too.
No, I really have a disdain for George C. Scott, and I thought the movie The Changeling was probably one of the most boring movies I've ever seen.
Oh,
Wow.
I like that movie.
I love that movie.
I do too.
Everybody else loves that movie. I hate
I
it.
love that movie.
It makes zero sense to me, and it's not. And he can't act his way out of paperback. He's there. He's sitting watching his family get creamed while they're sitting in the car, and his expression is no.
Maybe he didn't want him.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
it kind of seems a bit more honest if you ask me.
No, stop.
Yeah,
I
no,
must-
stop, please don't.
It wasn't terrible. I mean, which would you rather, that scene or the end of what was it, the Fog? What was it, the one where
The remake.
yeah, the remake,
Oh.
where
I was
just that
gonna say,
ending where
let's not drag the original The Fog into this. 'Cause
I love
Yeah.
the original.
yeah, no,
I've seen the remake exactly one time, and I remember zero about it.
It's a really.
I remember the ending.
Honestly,
That's it.
genuinely from my heart. I think there's a difference between being a bad writer and being a soulless writer.
Yes.
And I think the Fog remake is completely soulless, and I think that's why I hate it so much. Not only because the original is so near and dear to me and to my heart, and it's such a perfect, beautiful, wonderful movie made by people who really cared about it,
Oh, nice.
but the remake is absolutely no soul.
That's the poltergeist.
Hey, no,
I'm not going to say The Fog is a perfect movie. It is a good movie. I really like it, but I don't know that it's perfect because it does have a little bit of disjointed story in parts. But overall, I love the film.
Brandon, are you in front of your Fog?
He,
Oh,
he just
it's
showed
the
us.
thing, but I showed the fog one. That light's blocked. That's the thing, but yeah.
I love it.
I don't know if I said my favorite, but my favorite is When Evil Lurks, which it's new. High Tension was my top.
Oh, the South
God.
American one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be good. I haven't seen it.
I gave you homework last time. Like, I mean, what's going on, Jim?
I've been in the middle of a project that just launched Sunday.
I killed babies for you,
You did. You did.
and you can't even just watch one amazing movie.
I
But-
will watch it. It's on my radar. I just
Like,
haven't. I haven't watched or read anything in the last 3 months.
Like High Tension was my number one movie for probably a decade, and then I saw that in theaters, and like leaving the theater, just taking a piss, I couldn't take my eye off the door from the urinal because I was like waiting for something to come get me. So like
Waiting
I
or hoping.
today.
It's so
No.
funny because JJ and Brandon and I, we have such a love for horror, but it goes to show in the time we've been friends, it goes to show how different, I have different loves than they do. I don't love the giallos like they do. But I love the 80s and I love the slashers, and I mean I love it all. Don't get me wrong, but I would, Halloween is my all-time favorite, and Alien and Jaws, and I love the Scream movies, and I'm gonna make Brandon go see the new Scream when it comes out, despite his protests.
I
I will watch it. I don't care. But here's what I've said about the new Scream. Now that they're bringing Sydney back, if she doesn't snap or die, that's the end of the series.
No, Jim, she is an icon.
She has to evolve.
Figure.
She's had no character development since Scream 3.
she's gonna be another Laurie Strode, so just they're gonna make to the very end.
I was
All
on
fighting
my.
here.
That's so. I know H2O was it H2O? No, Resurrection. Right, was a garbage film, Halloween Resurrection. But I kid you not, when he threw Laurie off the building, I was standing up cheering in the theater. My ex looks at me and goes, "Will you shut up?" I said, "No, he's been hunting the bitch for 25 years. It's about time he got her."
When she pounded that glass of wine at Halloween Kills, I stood up and cheered too. That was like Halloween Kills might be my favorite movie ever because I just can't believe it's real. Like every time I watch it, I'm like, how it's so funny. It's like a fever dream. Like it went through so many writers and all these things, and it actually came to fruition. And it's so bad, but so like I don't know. I've seen it like 3 or 4 times, and I'm just fascinated by it. It's so bad. The Danny DeVito like penguin scene, like yeah. When the Lifetime music comes on, it's so good.
I checked out the minute the 30-year-old man got bullied by band geeks.
Oh wait, is that Kills? Wait, what's the second one in the
Oh,
trilogy?
Kills is the middle one. Ends is the most recent one.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
It's so
Kyle
hard to pick
dies.
a
So that's
favorite.
pissed off
I'm
about.
just gonna go on record that I love Laurie Strode and I love Jamie Lee Curtis and I love the majority of the Halloween films. So
Look, I'm not talking bad about the character of Laurie Strode. I just like that they, in Halloween Resurrection, that they gave that storyline an end.
I did not love Halloween Ends, but it wasn't the finale I was hoping for. It became a story about a bullied boy, and I don't think we.
A bullied man. He was 30.
Yeah, bullied man. Yeah,
Honestly,
it
it
wasn't the
should
finale I was
just.
hoping for, but
When that kid flew off, there's like the over that railing and splat on in the floor in the beginning of the movie. If they rolled credits after that, it would have been perfect. It would have been so good.
Yeah, I don't disagree. So somebody else in our Facebook comments mentioned a movie that traumatized me as a kid. Anybody want to take a guess as to what that was? I'll give you a hint. It's a Henenlotter film.
Never ending.
Basket Case?
Case.
Nope.
Frankenhooker?
Yep.
I love Frankenhooker.
Yeah.
As an adult, I get it. When I was 7, not so much.
Yeah.
But when the guy during the dream sequence, when he thinks his girlfriend has switched his head onto a woman's body, I was traumatized for 3 years.
When they smoke that mega crack and with all the hookers in the hotel, it is cinematic gold.
It is.
That should have swept the Oscars.
Dracula just did like an homage to Frankenhooker on like one of the last episodes that they did, and it was amazing.
Oh, Dracula?
Mm-hmm. And that was the first time I ever heard that track, man. I played that Touch Me song, still stuck in my head.
What song?
That Matt, you would know the Touch Me one. I forgot the lady's name who was a porn star or something. And
Samantha Fox.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Samantha
Never
Fox.
heard
They
that
both-
song in my life.
You've never
before.
heard "Touch Me"?
No. Well, you know, I'm very young,
Yes.
so I mean, I can't hear everything.
I
Very
can't
young.
respond because I can't lie.
yeah.
But anyway, so what gets you guys into what does it take to get you guys into a horror movie or book? Like, what is it that is your hook?
I'll go first because I'm the easiest.
I've heard that about you.
Yeah. I mean, word travels fast. I mean, it really is. I am very easy. Like I'm high sensory seeking, so as long as it captures my attention, but anything shiny basically can. Like Suspiria, I still talk about just because it's so pretty. That The Love Witch.
I'll give you that.
The Love Witch is so pretty. I don't
It is a
remember.
pretty film.
I don't remember the story at all. Just because I'm just like, look how pretty all the colors are. Like,
Yep.
just that's
I'll give you that.
Have you ever seen
What
The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears? That's a pretty movie too.
yeah. I was gonna say that. Yep. And I mean that the title alone, but also I'm a giallo horror, so that's same thing. It's just extra and I mean campy and stylish, and that's what I like. So same thing with books. There's been maybe 2 or 3 books that I've like DNF, but for the most part, just I'm reading it to read it, and then I give them all 5 stars because the 5 stars is for me because I finished the book. So yay, everyone wins.
Okay. What about you, Brandon? What draws you into a book or a movie?
Oh man, I guess like I'm a traditionalist in a sense where like I love like a really good tight story. Like I grew up on folklore and mythology, and I feel like those stories are just so like there's usually the 3 acts, and I like when things like fits with a neat little package. I don't mind like the artsier movies. Like, I'll watch some abstract stuff and obscure stuff, but I really do love when there's like a really minimal storyline. Everything kind of just fits into a neat package. So and same with with books too. I'm again like a huge Clive Barker fan. I feel like a lot of his books are really good at kind of capturing those kind of moments. Like there's like a lot of you can kind of see a lot of the influences of like a lot of Celtic folklore and mythology in his works too, and it's kind of fun. A lot of like really fun cautionary tales are snuck in there. A lot of like interesting little creatures and magic that he kind of emulates from these cultures too, which is fun. I don't know. I like everything. I don't know. I like it all. But then I'll read something like The Slob by Aaron Bogart and have a blast with it too. So I'm kind of all over the place.
That's fair. So I have a movie recommendation. I don't remember if the last time you were on if I gave you this, but since you like folklore so much, there's a movie called Satyr, Sator. Have you seen it?
I have. Weirdly enough, that's the second time that movie was brought up today. We had a movie meeting prior to this, and Chris Delpy was talking about Satyr, but I like that one a lot. It's good.
It is. I'll be honest, it was a little rough getting into the first 45 minutes with the
dialogue.
Yeah,
I agree.
But once that got going, it was so good, and it was so worth it.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that like it finally clicks. You're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
How do you spell that one? Because I feel like it's on my list.
EYR.
Sator, I thought.
Okay. Yeah, that's on my list. I haven't seen it.
It could be either way, to be honest. I haven't looked it up in a while.
Stick with it. It's one of those movies that like you're kind of like, oh, where's this going? And yeah, but stick with it. It's one of those movies like it finally clicks like second act, like towards the end of it, and you're like, oh, it's really well done.
Yeah, it really is. Did I miss anybody? Matt, did we get to you?
You know what? I think going back to something we were talking about earlier, I will basically watch or read anything horror as long as it's made with passion for it. I think the biggest turnoff for me is people who are clearly like, if you look at a movie like Ouija that came out, or Ouija, however you want to say it, came out a few years ago. It's just absolutely empty. It's absolutely empty. There's no attempt to make any characters have any character. It's all just to make money. I think that's the only time I don't enjoy things about if there's any sexual abuse. That's not my jam. I don't want to read or watch stuff about that. And I always need, you got to give me at least one strong, intelligent, capable woman. Like with exceptions, like The Thing is amazing. Session 9 is amazing.
Love that movie.
I need a strong, intelligent woman to guide me in most of my movies, which thankfully horror is rife with that. So
Yes, that's very true.
Have you seen Skyscraper with Anna Nicole Smith?
No.
I have actually, yes.
What? I need to write this down because I haven't seen that.
Wait, what now?
If it's terrible and I haven't seen it, like that's not good.
Skyscraper with Anna Nicole Smith. It's
Yeah,
great.
enlighten us there, Brendan. You brought it up.
Well, it's something like like final girls that or you gotta have a nice final girl in there. It's not a horror movie, but it's like a trashy action film. But
I have
Like
seen-
Barbed Wire.
yeah,
Barbed
But
Wire is amazing.
another classic.
Amazing. Barbed Wire made me like men.
I think nature did that.
Okay, it made me it refined my palate, we'll say that. That the greasy weirdo that's I've been bad, that guy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Have you not seen Barbed Wire?
No.
Oh my god, we need to stop this right now and we need to find this while we still have Pam Anderson with us.
I found
So-
a DVD at a gas station for $1. It was the best purchase of my life.
Yeah.
Hey. My latest purchase was the complete 7 seasons of Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So good.
I was raised on
That was something that my mother and I would do every Sunday is we'd watch Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, and Monsters.
Amazing.
Tales from the Crypt. I rewatched a bunch of those recently. We have a special website we find those on that you can't really find because they're not really streaming anything. But yeah, watched all of them. I had totally forgotten about season 7. It takes place in England. It's like the English Tales from the Crypt. But man, there's those like middle seasons are so solid. It's just such great writing. It's so fun. Again, speaking of like emulating like cautionary tales and folklore, like a lot of those stories in Tales from the Crypt are kind of pulled from like older cautionary tales from mythology and folklore and stuff, which is kind of cool. But they're genius. They're so fun. It's just like to make something that short and concise and that enjoyable. It's such a challenge. But like man, they knocked it out of the park with that show.
They did. You know what? You want to talk about anthology series? There's one show that did not age well. I don't know. You guys are younger than I am, but back in the late 80s, there was a TV show called Freddy's Nightmares.
Oh, I love them.
I think
I loved it when
So
it aired.
corny.
I loved it when it aired originally, but then I tried to watch it when it was on Prime, and it was just horrible to get through.
Yeah,
It was absolutely brutal.
rapping or like what was that seems
What?
like something they would have done then. Like was Freddie like rapping? Was it like
This
actual
was around that
Just
time,
kinda-
yes, when he did the was it Run DMC or the Fat Boys he did the video with?
Fat Boys.
that was we're never gonna get that era again.
We're not.
It's
So
sad.
Freddy's Revenge or the show and The Hitchhiker are very similar. They're just like that early 90s, late 80s, like late night, semi-softcore porny music, just
Yep.
sleaze. But there's something fun about them. I watched a lot of the Freddy show recently. Well, I say recently, like probably a year ago. I got them all burned from the whole complete set burned on CDs from eBay. This guy had them, so total bootleg set. But I had to blast them. They're so stupid.
You know what I did that? Do you know what I did that with, Brandon? I got the entire catalog of the 60s TV show Dark Shadows on DVD.
Awesome.
Damn, that's a lot of DVDs. That's a long.
It was 200 DVDs.
Jeez.
And I still have them to this day. I love that show for all of its ridiculousness. The
Yeah.
set shaking when you slam doors, the weird projected ghosts, the vampire teeth that fall out of their face, the forgotten lines. It's amazing. It is amazing trash.
I've never seen that, so I might need
You
to.
need to badly.
I like them. The movie they did.
I didn't see the movie.
Oh, the movie was okay with Johnny Depp and Michelle Pfeiffer. It was all right for a horror comedy. It's not Dark Shadows though. If you're a big, huge super fan, it's not Dark Shadows. If you go in with just a stupid fun, looking for a stupid fun time, you'll enjoy it. But if you go looking for Dark Shadows, it's not that.
Is it kind of like high tension and intensity, or like?
No,
No. Yeah, no.
not at all.
Oh, speaking
Those are beat for beat remakes.
I don't know what
This is
you're
not
talking
that.
about. I don't know what
This
you're
is
talking.
not that at all.
Complete different
This is
entity.
because that's that's the beauty of the original Dark Shadow series is they were 100% serious with this shit. They were serious theater actors.
Yeah.
And they had all of this going on around them, and the lead character, Elizabeth Collingwood, forgot her lines half the time. So like they were really dealing with this, and it was filmed live, it broadcast live, so it's great because you get to see them being real actors. The movie is just a comedy
Yeah.
with characters of the same name. That's
I
really
mean,
all there is to it.
Watch a couple of them because I mean I'm usually in for that sounds like it's right up my alley. So
You have witches, you have vampires, you have time travel.
It's like Passions.
Yeah,
Remember that show?
I do. I liked Passions. You know, I was hooked on Days of Our Lives when Marlene's character got possessed. I was hooked for 2 years.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. So I'm just gonna. I'm paying
I'm
attention.
so old right now.
Wait, speaking of old, wasn't there like a? I didn't say like speaking of old Jim. I'm just saying.
You could though.
Wasn't there also like a Friday the 13th series that was not?
Yes.
It was. There was.
It was all about cursed objects.
I
Sorry,
think
Roby, and I forget the guy's name.
I remember being real little and like, where's Jason? Like, what's going on here? Like, why am I just watching? No, they had some good stories. I remember one like it was like a scarecrow. I mean, that's
Yep.
it out of me.
That's like the main. That's the most popular one.
One of the best.
Yeah, and I was like, but where's Jason though? Like, why am I being lied to?
That show was magical.
It
I would
was.
like-
I love that show. I watched every episode as it aired.
Yeah, me too.
Now I have to look that up too because it's been
You
a
should.
while.
We damn it, I was just going to talk about another TV show. It went straight out of my head. I either need to drink more or less. I can't decide. Oh my god, we were talking about Friday the 13th. My favorite episode. I don't know if you remember this, Brandon, of The Hitcher, was of the girl whose car breaks down and she finds this nice couple in the farmhouse, and they get her drunk, and they start talking about the kids, and then they put her in the hot tub.
There was a Hitcher show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember.
It was
that
like
one.
the opposite of Highway to Heaven.
Yeah, I have those on bootleg DVDs.
So I no spoilers because the show's 30 years old, but they wind up making her into a soup, and they're talking to her while she's cooking in the hot tub, and they're
Yeah.
talking about their kids while they're opening the cabinet, and you just see all the skulls. They're like, oh, our kids don't really come around anymore, and she's drunk and she's drunk and
Oh,
has
she's
been
drunk. Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah.
like you don't notice like the carrots floating around, or
She didn't. They're cutting up carrots and peeling potatoes right into the hot tub. It was great.
That's awesome.
It's my favorite episode ever. And then Tales from the Dark Side. There's an episode where. Did you guys ever watch Mama's Family?
Mhm.
No.
I love Mama's Family.
So I can't remember the actress's name, but was it Naomi, the son's wife?
Yeah.
She's in it, and she plays a tarot card reader. And somebody gives her a cursed deck. So all it does is foretell death.
Oh,
Scared the shit out of me as a kid. I'm
Naomi.
like, Mom, why isn't she acting like Mama's Family? Why is she different?
Yeah.
She was great.
Were her shoulders exposed? Because
They were.
that's. I still watch that, and it's like I can, like the Golden Girls and like Mama's Family, Designing Women were kind of like my
Yeah.
adopted grandparents growing up. So I can remember being real little, and I know about the night the lights went out in Georgia. Just still no idea what that was about. But I can say it like the speech verbatim just because TV raised me like so many kids of our generation. So
So we have actually Joe Castro is watching right
Yeah.
now. He said there needs to be more full frontal in all rated R movies these days.
Yeah.
bruh, I have seen more peen in the last month, it feels like, than I've actually seen.
Bring her
Yeah,
back's
but-
got some team.
But would you notice if it was normal? If it was normalized? Would you even notice?
No, because I mean, obviously, like 80s, 90s of all time, you're gonna see a nipple within like 5 minutes. But which I'm like, I mean,
Whatever.
I'd like a little warning before I get
Why?
my eye poked out. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, I just watched like White Lotus. I mean, just dong dong dong, and then Ugly Stepsister.
Are you complaining? Like, did it ruin the story for you?
I mean, who doesn't like surprises? But again, like, let me put some eye protection on first. That's all I'm saying. You know, like my mom could be watching. Actually, I made my mom watch so many horror movies that she.
Look, dude, when I came out to my mother and I left my ex-wife, I was at her house when I was still looking for a place, and I wanted to watch the first season of Queer as Folk was starting. So I wanted to watch the first episode, and she came home and sat down and watched it with me. And she says to me, "Why are you turning so red?" And like it was the middle of a rimming scene. I'm like, because it feels like I'm watching porn with my mother. This is awkward.
Yeah.
I have a story to add into that.
Oh God.
For whatever reason, when American Psycho came out, my mom said, "Let's make this family movie night," and
Wow. Mom.
legit, don't just look at it, eat it. She said, "Turn this shit off," right? I never got to see the ending for like years later, but it's kind of one of those like, way to go, mom and dad. Like, just there's lots of movies that were like that where I'm kind of like, maybe you guys should, research this a little bit before you say, "Hey kids, let's just gather around and watch a movie together."
That's not how it was in the 80s. It was the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Like, my mother showed me the original Nightmare on Elm Street when I was 7.
I think my aunt showed me this. I watched second Nightmare on Elm Street, which
The
made
gay
me gay.
one, yeah.
Made me gay. And then Halloween, and then my aunt's like, "Okay, so you survived that, so don't tell your mom, but when you come over, I'll let you watch horror movies." So it's all my aunt's fault. And then of course I went right and told my mom exactly what happened. And then anything horror, like I legit childhood memories of watching Fatal Games and Phenomena, like on cable back then. So like I was bougie, like I was like an 8-year-old, like I watched Dario Argento, so I don't know, like can't talk to me.
I love Jennifer Connelly, but Phenomena was so boring.
Oh, I love it.
I cannot believe I had to put up with this. Like this, I just wore my Phenomena outfit like the day before.
I don't hold it against you. It's okay. You can like what you like.
It raised me. Like I'm telling my parents, like,
What was it? The
Every-
bugs?
with the bugs and then the maggots coming out of the kids.
Was it the bugs that raised you? What exactly raised you?
The trauma and just trying to explain to my parents what this is about, and they're looking at me like, "Sure, there's like a mangled kid up in a hill, and then people getting their heads taken off with scissors, and a monkey with a straight razor. Like, this kid's gonna need a lot of therapy." That's what basically.
A boring giallo with Jennifer Connelly is that the Black Swan one that Iatole. I can't pronounce it.
liked Black Swan.
Well, no, it's just a giallo that came out in the 80s that Jennifer Connelly's in. It's like EOTLE. I think I'm probably spelling it wrong.
Okay.
It's about the Black Swan ballet. And it's very similar to the movie actually. So the movie kind of lifted a lot from it, but it's beautiful, but it's boring as hell. And I love Jennifer Connelly too. It's great. I want to say it came out maybe 85, 86.
I'll have to give that a shot. I will give anything a shot unless Jennifer Carpenter's in it or Rob Zombie wrote it.
Which one is Jennifer Carpenter again?
From Dexter, right? Is that her?
From Dexter, Wreck. Yeah, all she does is scream and say fuck. And I
Both names, so
because Mark always put her as his background when we record.
who's that? I don't know who that is. I don't know because he keeps ducking me. But
I
have
have lots of opinions about people, and most of them are ridiculous.
me too. I get it.
Do you guys have any directors or movie topics that you just absolutely will not watch, regardless of the reason you just won't watch them?
Yeah.
Who is it,
I'm
Matt?
not a Rob Zombie fan either. But I think he just wants to direct porn. The only reason he puts women in his movies is to have them be naked. They have no other use. And it's just not for me.
I agree.
It's just gross. I've never had sex with a woman, but if I learn from Rob Zombie movies, I've learned that all men have all their clothes on while they have sex and all women are completely naked. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be my experience. But that's beside the point.
I know people love him. I think it's fine
They
that they do. I'm very supportive of what people like. He doesn't do it for me. And Eli Roth's another one where I don't get what the big deal about him is. He seems like a frat bro who got lucky with one good movie, and he's never written a single likable character in his entire career. I know everybody loves that movie Thanksgiving, and I liked the killer in it and everything. I hated the character so much that my jaw was clenched through the whole movie because I couldn't wait for them to die, because it was like watching a bunch of idiots in real life who have no shame and no guilt or conscience, because the whole movie is we're following a bunch of assholes who everything they do is rude and shitty, and then they're supposed to be our main characters. And I just thought, this guy can't. I don't think he's a bad director. I just think that
No, that's fair.
Can't write.
I'm
I
not
love
a huge-
that Matt is the bully here. He's the mean one. Like this is great. I don't talk shit. Matt is the bad guy here. So
I actually enjoyed Thanksgiving only because I hated all the characters and they all got satisfying deaths.
yeah, I think that's the main thing. Like you can make me hate them, so then because I know that the death is gonna be great.
I loved when he cooked that lady in the oven.
Yeah.
I just feel there's a lot of missed opportunities in that movie. I feel like there was 8 million characters and like not like barely anyone died. The killer's motivation was silly. I kind of like wish they leaned. I wish it was dumber and cornier. I wish they leaned into the Thanksgiving aesthetic, like the dinner scene and the cooking lady in the oven. All that stuff was so much fun. The rest of it was like just a slog and just corny.
The trailer was better than the movie. Like the trailer
Agreed.
that had, wasn't it during the Tarantino?
Yeah.
That was
That
great.
was awesome.
I
And
mean,
that's-
he should have
that's-
fought to make it that. Then that would have 100% been perfect.
Yeah, I've not seen the trailer because I'm not a Tarantino fan, but
Oh my god, I gotta go.
no, he's got some good films. I'm not a diehard fan. Like I do appreciate like the Kill Bill series from Dusk Till Dawn, but in general, I'm just not a huge fan.
I hated Once Upon a Time in Hollywood so much. I don't think I've ever been more angry at a movie. I almost walked out. It was so bad. So
kill
bad.
scene with the kill scene with the soup can though, like that was just. Oof.
I've only ever
I
walked
don't-
out of 2 movies.
Speaking of like Pride Month, like the weird straight boner that straight men have with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio is so awkward and weird. They just play the same characters in every movie, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, they were so good." It's like they're just playing themselves, guys. It's just this weird typecast thing, and then I guess they're making a spin-off of Brad Pitt's character from that movie. I'm like, oh man, it's just moments like that where I'm glad I'm homosexual.
It's funny because they don't see it, but we see it, and it's one of those just so wrestling, huh? I mean,
so
that's what
fucking
it's like.
bad, so bad. I hated that fucking movie. I like Tarantino too. His last few are just not for me. Like I hate Hateful Eight. I did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I mean, Kill Bill is always going to be like. I mean, I have like 20 different number ones, but just it's kind of like. I mean, when I'm a fanboy, it's just I can't help it.
It's a
Kill Bill's
masterful
great.
movie. Yeah, it's a masterful movie. He pulled it off great. He even got in his foot fetish stuff.
I love Inglourious Bastard. I love Reservoir Dogs. He has a lot of good films. I like Django. I thought Django was fun, but yeah, there's some that are just. Jackie Brown's good. Yeah, I like all. Yeah, most of his movies are good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have anything against him. I'm just not a huge fan.
I'm legit doing and I'm probably going to start it or finish it today. I'm doing a suburban Kill Bill, and it's called Stolen Valerie, and it's literally about a woman who needs to get revenge on a lunch lady, the cheer coach, the PTA, like the head of it, and then Bill is going to be the principal. And it's literally just, it's great because it just came to me one day because, like, imagine that someone said, I'm going to write this book called I Like to Rape Little Kids by Jim Groves.
Excuse me?
And that's the thing. You put it up there and then you say, but that's not me. And they'll say, but that's your name. And then like she checks and it's like her picture and everything, which is like, so what if somebody published a book under your name? Like, how are you going to say that's not me, but that's you on internet that says so. So that's why the name's Stolen Valerie, where she needs to find out who's trying to like besmirch my great name. So like I love Kill Bill so much that it's in so much like Gig of the Damned where I crossed out their names. Like that's Kill Bill. Like Veda Subpoena's last outfit is, Kill Bill. So yeah, it's I can't help that he's just like injected in so much of what I do and like basically.
Okay, I got something fun for you guys. You ready? I hope you like trivia. Do you guys like trivia?
Yes.
Okay. So I have a quiz that I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to tell me the answer. Which long-running internet meme turned into a horror icon in the LGBTQ community?
Babadook. I won.
It's not a competition, JJ.
My therapist says the same thing. Yeah.
The
Sorry.
Diablo Cody written cult classic has become a pivotal film in queer canon. Which film is it?
Megan Fox movie. Oh, it's Jennifer's Body.
Yep. You didn't win, JJ.
I know. I was still living off the high. Sorry.
Which Chucky film introduces the horror film franchise's first official gender non-conforming character?
Seed of Chucky.
Seed of Chucky.
Yep.
That one.
That's right. Okay, next question. This 2000 Canadian werewolf horror film has
Ginger Snaps.
Ginger Snaps.
That's all I had to say was Canadian horror werewolf film, didn't I?
I
That's it.
don't trust Canadians, so I can't watch the movie. Sorry.
I love that movie.
Oh, this one's a gimme. Which horror film was written and directed by famously queer artist Clive Barker?
Hellraiser. Oh, there's a lot of them actually.
Hellraiser was the first, right?
It was.
Yeah. Nightbreed, Lord of Illusions.
Yeah.
Which entry into A Nightmare on Elm Street is considered the queer one?
2.
What's
Yeah.
the subtitle, Matt?
Oh, Freddy's Revenge.
That was like Butt Pirate something.
Do you know I never got the subtext until I became an adult?
Same.
I
Which
didn't.
horror cult classic infamously reveals the main character to be transgendered at the end of the film?
Oh, Sleepaway
Sleepaway
Camp.
Camp.
You know what? A movie did it a year earlier too, and
Yep.
never gets any love.
Yeah, is it a Romero Craven movie?
It's a Craven movie. Deadly
Oh.
Blessing.
Blessing.
Yeah, yeah. Or no, the one on the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Deadly Blessing.
Blessing where her
Sharon Stone and
Yeah, but-
Lisa
yeah.
Hartman Black.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
This musical horror comedy follows a young couple as they stumble on a castle housing full of weirdos and sexually liberated characters.
Rocky Horror.
I don't know why that's in here because that's not horror.
yeah.
This openly gay director went on to craft some of the most iconic monster films, including Frankenstein, The Invisible Man,
James
Bride of
Whale.
Frankenstein. Who?
James Whale.
Yep.
I'm not winning any of these.
No, you're not.
Sad now.
Bisexual icon David Bowie starred in what extremely queer horror film?
The Hunger.
Yeah. Next. Oh, that's it. 10 questions. That's all we got.
I didn't win, so I
You did not. It was Matt and Brandon. 100%. You want a participation trophy?
yes, because anything directors and all like my brain goes completely. I don't remember anything.
That's fair. I love trivia, so I thought I love doing that kind of stuff.
Did Clive Barker direct Transmutations or Mutations? That's the very first one. I'm curious.
I do not know. Let's find out.
I don't think he did. I think he was so upset. I remember reading he was very upset about the way it turned out.
It's a mess. It's not a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't direct it. George Pavlo directed it.
Transmutation. I think I saw that one.
I have not.
It's
Actually, this is the first time I've ever heard of it.
a snooze.
Then I won't watch it because I sleep well enough anyway.
I found it. My old band was on tour. And we stopped at this like weird gas station, and they had this sign that said like VHS tapes in the back. And we went into this back room, and it's just this huge shelves and shelves and shelves of VHS tapes. And this lady who was like, she's like, yeah, my cousin's the drummer of Obituary, and all tapes are $1. It was like it was insane. And I found that Transmutations movie there, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no, that one. I'm shocked.
You have really good luck with $1 movies.
I do. That's why I
That-
amassed the majority of my VHS collection too when I was a kid. Like, there's a place in Burlington called Hollywood Video. It's not the chain, but this other place, and they had this huge basement full of VHSs, and they're all like $1 each. And yeah, I guess like horror maybe wasn't a big thing up there because I had just like cleaned house to that place, and I have so many.
And you still have them. That's awesome.
I've been selling a lot of that off. So it's just at this point, like they're just degrading. It's not worth keeping. I have like a big stack that I'm gonna keep. A lot of, like the Giallos and stuff, but like yeah, I've sold a bunch of them.
Yeah. I mean, being a collector is great, but at some point you're either A, going to run out of room, or B,
Yeah.
it's going to break down. So you might as well let somebody enjoy it, right? If they're going
True.
to watch. Yeah, I agree. So what else do you collect besides VHS, Brendan?
A lot of vinyl. Big vinyl collector. And I'll get CDs occasionally too. I'm a huge music nerd. I yeah, the records and CDs mostly. I have some like Blu-rays and DVDs. I don't go too crazy with it because it just gets pricey after a while. A lot of it's like streaming anyways, and I can find it. But
JJ's trying to impress us by how big his collection
oh
is.
hell yeah!
Showing off all the books that I'm probably gonna die before I get to, but I'm very proud of them.
It's awesome.
You should
I
be.
mean,
That's amazing.
I mean, I do actually. I mean, I have a stack, but like I had to get like a cart just to hold more books that wouldn't go on the shelf. And
You're a
that's
fast reader too.
That's my TBR right there on top. So like I'm getting there. I
Wow.
just read Twins, like the old one. It was
With
really
Danny DeVito and
Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
no the different kind of twins. A lot more incesty. Very weird. The one that they did the Cronenberg.
Oh, Dead Ringers.
Dead Ringer, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the book was called Twins. The movie was so horrible.
Oh, I liked it.
But I just read. I'm that one where like I hate people that are like, oh, it's nothing like the book. But I'm that person. So like I have to watch the movie. I have to read the book. Then so I can watch the movie just so I could just pick it apart. Like, oh, they didn't even. She wasn't blonde. Like, you know, I hate it, but that's what I do. And I have so many I have to do that with.
I don't know if you guys have ever had this experience, but I actually read a book that I viscerally hated. And then I saw the movie, and the movie was actually really well done. They separated so far from the book that I really enjoyed the movie.
What was it?
Cabin at the End of the World.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I liked the book more than I liked. Oh no. Yeah, that was a weird one. It was one of those like I kind of liked them both, but then the more I thought about it, I didn't.
There were parts of it that I really liked. Parts of the story I really liked, but I'm just not. Tremblay's just not for me. He's got 2 books that are really amazing, and then the rest are pretty much duds for me. Head Full of Ghosts, I don't think he'll ever top because
like
it's near perfection. The Disappearance at Devil's Rock, again, great suspense, great book. But then everything else I've read for him just sort of falls flat for me. My issue with The Cabin at the End of the World is that he spends so much time harping on the one character being the victim of a hate crime that it becomes maddening to me.
Yeah.
Because it becomes all that character is identified with. In the movie, they don't do that. They give it the exact treatment I think it should have gotten in the book, where yes, it happened, yes, it affected him, but it's not defining who he is. And that was my biggest problem with the book. I did love how that book ended, though. That was pretty killer.
Yeah, I think I liked the ending in the book more than what they did. I don't. The Ritual.
That book is fucking garbage.
I hated the book, but I love the movie.
I agree.
Because in the middle of the book, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna just throw in this like Swedish band for some reason," and
Yeah, and they're all going to be homophobic and nasty people.
yeah, it was really weird, and they didn't. I'm glad they didn't put that in the movie, but
Yeah, me
that
too.
was, like, that's the one that stuck out to me. Where I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
I hated the book, but the movie.
I didn't even read that book until about a year ago.
It's called
And
The
I'm reading
Ritual?
it. I'm going, The Ritual by Adam Neville.
Adam Neville, yeah. I you know what's funny? I love that book, and I agree that I didn't understand the inclusion of the homophobic band. I was disappointed because I love Adam Neville. He's actually one of my favorite writers, and I also love Paul Tremblay. I was so disappointed by. I love parts of the ritual, but the band stuff I didn't understand the
Oh,
reason.
wait, the one like the guys go in the woods and they find that weird shrine.
Yeah, yeah.
Where they put a band in the book? Or, like,
Right in the middle of the book, they just drop a band in the middle of the woods.
And it's just really weird. Just it felt like they just said, "Hey, can you just like throw this band in there real quick if you don't mind?" And
Yeah,
he
and make them homophobic because the amount of times they use the F word, it's astounding to me.
I mean,
Like,
a lot of those black metal bands, like always in the woods taking photos and shit. Like, I guess it's believable.
yeah.
I guess.
I mean the Judas Sonnet one was it was either Low Blasphemy or oh no, the Beast of Burden. They did
I haven't
that.
read that one yet.
But that was a good. I don't understand like guitar music. But I was able to follow that. Here
I'm
we go.
sorry, you don't understand guitar music? Can you
No.
elaborate? I don't understand.
Oh, I don't try to throw you these bones, Jim, but you sure catch them. I don't. I was raised rave trash. I am a DJ. I was DJ Freak before I was an author. So
That explains so much.
that I told you I'm high sensory seeking, and so I listen to all the boom, 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 and I'm like the speedcore and like Gabber Disco and the stuff that's just like 200 BPMs. Like I want the shit that's gonna explode my brain.
So I had this conversation. Weirdly enough, I had almost a similar conversation with somebody the other day at work about music and how when I was younger, I was into all of that EDM and everything. And I heard it again not too long ago. And I said, in 20 years, the only thing that's changed is my taste in music. Because I hate it now.
But that's because you just got old.
That's what I agree.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing. That's exactly what I said.
But also I have a Peter Pan complex. So actually no, I don't because I have a job. But like
Wait,
I
I was 13 when I got my first job, and Peter Pan was 12. So
I mean, I'm not a big fan of oxidizing. We'll say that. So
some of us can't help our wrinkles, sir.
So like this music I listened to way back when, I still do now. But also I'm kind of a fanatic where it's just kind of, I like it mindless but also a lot of this stuff. Like I send Matt links once in a while where it's kind of like, it's they sample a lot of 90s, 80s stuff like that. So I mean, but again, I don't want to listen to music to make me think. Like I think all day. I'm tired of thinking. Like, can I not think for a little bit, please? So that's why but guitar music, legit, it just makes me like, you could literally see me just deflate. Like, yeah. Can't explain it.
I think we found his kryptonite, gentlemen.
Legit, like, I mean, I will just shut down. And
if he ever gets to be too much, just strum. That's all you have to do. Just strum.
I will be downtrodden, looking out the window, just, so many other places I could be right now.
God, there's got to be a road trip in the future. I'm bringing a ukulele.
That sounds very Florida of you to do. So
if the palm frond fits, my friend. I have lived here for over 20 years.
Where'd Matt go?
Where in Florida are you again?
I'm here.
I'm in Central Florida, just south of Kennedy Space Center.
Oh yeah. So my dad, I'm half Cuban. My dad and most of my Cuban side of my family grew up in settled in Little Havana. They're from Cuba. They like made their way here. But yeah, Florida's an interesting state. I know a lot of people shit on it. I actually like Florida. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on down there. International Noise Conference is in Miami. There's a really weird, awesome noise and metal scene in St. Petersburg and in Miami and like kind of scattered around. Some really cool natural stuff there too. Politics are obviously terrible, but there's some things that are likable about it.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I really hate about Florida is the heat.
Yeah,
I would much rather live in the north or on the west coast.
And you guys got manatees. That's just pretty awesome.
Oh, those little sausages are great.
There's a band called Harry Pussy from Miami. They came out in the late 80s. If you want to hear some guitar music that might be overstimulating for you, check out. It's Harry, like Harry, not like hair. Their drummer is, oh my God, I can't remember her name. She's also Spanish too, which is cool. But they are just an assault on the senses. And the stories about them playing these like biker bars in Miami and just getting kicked out after like 2 minutes. It's like they're like when I used to work at the Eagle back in the day in Providence, they would put my iPod on during last call to get people out, and I'd put on Harry Pussy for them, and just people would just clear. But it was some fun Florida knowledge.
I'm writing it down. And I have not been to Florida. It seems great. Jim, did you read that the Blood Bag yet? The Floridian love story?
No, I do have it though.
I mean, I legit shot it from the rooftops. But Blood Bag by Jason Dawn is amazing, and
I
it is.
kid you not. When I tell you I have not watched a new horror movie or read a book in 3 months, I'm not kidding. Like, this project at work has consumed my life.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, so you're telling me Sesame Timbers is just like sitting there.
I've got one better. I bought Recessive Nature when it first came out, and I haven't cracked it yet.
Well, that's all right. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's been, this project's been rough, but we finally went live. We have the next 2 weeks to get over the hurdles, and then life will ease up. Life at work will ease up. Then I can start enjoying stuff again.
Well, I think it's great that you're committing to this whole adult thing and like being grown up, and I sincerely hope that I can get to that level someday. And again, you already know I can't complain. I literally write all day and read comics and catch Pokemon all day at work, so I can't.
You're a lucky guy.
I give this group a lot of credit. Like between the four of us, like the amount of work, I know all four of us do. Like, you know, like Freak, you're in school and you're like working and just everything you've been doing too. Like Matt as well. Like it's just give you guys some, you know, pat on the back. It's hard to balance all this stuff too, and the fact that like the four of us are constantly creating content. And I love that how supportive of everyone else at the same time you guys all are. Like, I'm horrible at reading. I'm trying to get through everyone's shit, but I'm like the slowest reader ever. But you guys have just been so so supportive and awesome to all these sport writers. And it's really cool because we don't have a lot of outlets. Like, if you're not a common name, like good luck. You have to like kind of like constantly like be putting stuff out there, and it's really hard to balance that on top of things too. Like all the social media requirements are brutal too. So yeah, you guys are awesome.
I applaud you guys because I don't know that I could expose myself by writing stories or creating art. Like I couldn't put myself out there like that because it takes a lot of work, and you really have to pour your soul into the page, and then you have to market the shit out of it.
It's the marketing that sucks.
Yeah, I just don't know that I could do it. So you guys are amazing to me. That's why I love talking to authors.
That's why, like I'm like the newbie here. I've only been at it for like a year or whatever.
The fact you've only been doing this for a year is insane, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the thing is, like, Jim, I told you that I think anyone who reads a lot of horror, watches it, you know what you like, you know what you don't like. So that's basically why I started, because I was not seeing characters I wanted to see. I wasn't like prime, like there should have been a joke right there. And then they didn't do it. So it's like, well, then guess what? I'm going to do it. And that's legit what I did. I kind of threw myself into doing it to the point where I kind of forgot, oh yeah, you should be nervous that you're about to put yourself out there and you're putting out a story about like drag queens and, Cletus in Iowa may not like it. It's like, but I didn't have time to think about it. And just like with the gross out contest, I legit wrote it down, walked up the stairs and turned, and that just hit me. You're on stage, there's like 200 people looking at you, and you're about to do like a bad Jersey accent, and like
I wouldn't call that a bad Jersey accent. It was pretty fucking good.
I mean,
it was so good.
Mob Wives was very good to me. And like Real Housewives in New Jersey, so that helped a lot. But yeah, it's like you really just kind of be dumb and mindless like me. Just do it, just jump out of the plane, whether
I don't have that
shit or not.
I don't have that gene in me. I'm too self-critical.
It might have been the lighting, but I could have swore I saw Big Ange over your shoulder, give you a little kiss on your cheek.
I mean, the one thing is, so that story came about because I used to do this character on Snapchat, and her name was Malibu Barbara, and she was very classy. You see, my mouth got to go over there, so it would always have my evil stepmother, rest in peace. She used to always have this she was always have her like Virginia Slims, and her ashtray is always full. So I would just do my hand with the cigarette and saying, "This is Malibu Barbara and my very classy friend Kim." So it was like a joke. But then I'm writing this story about fisting basically, and I'm like, so how can I like make like, it's not gonna be funny right off the bat until I start getting the names when I start calling this like quadriplegic, like my little nugget, my little kickstand. But maybe if I give him like a Jersey accent, which by the way, I think I am going to. That was only half the story I did. Like I wrote so much more. So I think I'm actually going to record it and make it an audiobook and put it on like Godless or something.
I think you should do like a one woman play of it's like a recording of it. Like this, it's so cinematic.
I mean, like I really want to just because I don't want to get canceled. Because if it's on, maybe like if it's an audio,
put it on OnlyFans.
There you go.
go up, that'll be the one that my mom won't kill me for. So I might.
Yep. Oh my God. Okay, gentlemen. Well, I want to say thank you guys all for hanging out with me tonight. And you guys, I have so much fun talking to you. Matt, it was great to actually just meet you. I know we communicated a bit on Facebook, but you're probably the only person that I haven't really chatted with before. So thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
You and Freak and Brandon, it's always great to talk to you guys. You're a lot of fun. You're all welcome back anytime, and I cannot wait to see you in September. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Make sure Matt shows up. Mark, sorry.
Mark is not coming in September.
But make
It's
sure he
me,
shows
Warren.
up if you said I was invited back. So I'm just saying,
I'll just not tell him you're coming.
there you go. Then I'll know it's true.
That's right. But anyway, gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much, and I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. Anybody that is watching, thank you very much for listening to us. We've had a blast.